Like, share, and subscribe to the guy. Okay. So let's get into it, man. This season was a failure, man. Period. We spent a lot of money, man. It was a lot of money spent on this team this season. I'm talking about, and I ain't saw this much money and this much promise. Mark Davis really bought a playoff championship contender team this season. He really bought one. He paid for a real contender this year. Now, just because you buy a contender don't mean that you're going to get a contender on the field. He got cheated out of his money because for one reason, he spent it and invested into the wrong coach. Or if you did pay for the right coach, you gave that coach the wrong powers. Say what you want to say about McDaniels and his accolades or whatever from being in New England, but I mean, I will tell you this. It's a difference from being an offensive coordinator for when all you got to do is focus on offense, nothing else, just the offense. Focus on that offense. Then when you have to be a head coach, when you have to focus on offense, the defense, special teams, personnel, all of that, that's a whole different thing. McDaniels is not good with team management. It don't show up. You know what I'm saying? And I've already given a rant on how I feel about them benching Derek Carr, and I ain't gonna go too much into that. I mean, I spoke on that at length, you know what I mean? But all of this just makes my point. What the hell have Stidham been since that that honeymoon game that he had? That sensation wore off real quick, didn't it? You know what I'm saying? Why was he able? Everybody said, man, look how he performed against the number one ranked defense in the NFL. Okay, well, what about the next week? How does he follow that up under Josh McDaniels? Let's not bury this. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at this for what it is. What do you see different under Stidham that you didn't see from Carr? What did Stidham do so better than Carr? And everybody said, well, it was just time to move on from Carr. When you this is why the individuals that say this, especially these puppet-ass Raider content creators, some of us, even though I don't hate y'all, this is critique, man, because I hope y'all learning from this. This is why y'all should think about the things that you guys say. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. This is why you guys should think about some of the things that you guys say, man. You know what I mean? Because it's like when you spend the kind of money that was spent on this team, a championship contender, you don't just move on from your franchise quarterback. You don't just move on from your quarterback if you don't have a solution. You got to have a solution. There is a lot of false information out there, my brother. This is why I'm on here to give them the real information that they can go research. All they got to do is go look at the film. They see everything I'm talking about. You know, wipe them feet, y'all. As people say, wipe them feet, man. You know, hit that like button, man. Hit the like. Get the likes up. AK-47s, man. I gotta give me a theme song like AK-47, man. He hard, man. You don't just move on from your quarterback if you don't have no viable solution, especially when you have a complete offense. You know what I'm saying? It just makes no sense. I mean, you put the backup in there. I mean, now, like I say, I done already gave a spill on that, so I ain't gonna go too deep in that. So I'm just gonna get moving ahead. I'm hearing everybody talking about Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that, Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that. Everybody want to get Tom Brady. What the hell is Tom Brady gonna do for the Raiders at this point? You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go after any veteran, it's Aaron Rodgers. Why would you not go after Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers can do so many things that Tom Brady won't be able to do. For one, he already has chemistry with Devontae Adams. Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers with them weapons that the Raiders got? Oh my Lord. I don't think even Aaron Rodgers had all them kind of weapons at one time. You just seen what he do. You know what I'm saying? Now, you have to have a mobile quarterback to play in Josh McDaniels' vanilla-ass system. You have to have some kind of mobility, somebody that's at least capable of moving. Tom Brady ain't about to run and go nowhere. He might give you a good quarterback sneak here and there, but he ain't about to run and go nowhere, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what you think Tom Brady's gonna get you. But we need to shore up that defense, man. That defense need help. We need depth at the cornerback position. For sure. Safety. Brain Hart, I see Brady old, man. He's over the hill, man. He's over the hill. He's over the hill, man. Now I'm not saying he can't do nothing, but if I got two quarterbacks on the market that I'm capable of getting between Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, I'm going after Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady at most is a 1-year solution. I don't see him playing no more than one season from here on out. So whoever get him, you know what I'm saying, it's swan song time. You know what I'm saying? But Aaron Rodgers, you can probably sign in for a good another 2 or 3 years. That's a good enough window for what we got. The players that we gave the money to, we got them for another good 2 or 3 years. So it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you sign Tom Brady this year, then after next season, you're still looking for a quarterback again. It makes no sense. Sign you a veteran that, can take you to where you need to get, and you'll be able to rock with for, about the duration of the time that you have, the free agents that you have, and the re-signings that you have for this year. It makes all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? But, or here's another option. Bring Derek Carr back. You can't go forward with the weapons that you have, that all the money that you spent this year, and go into next season with Stidham or bringing even let's say CJ Stroud or somebody fall to us. They're not about to come in right now. There's no quarterback that's about to come in right now from out of college and take us to the Super Bowl. No quarterback. No. All of those quarterbacks that's coming out of college right now is at least a year or two. I wouldn't give a damn what team they go to. They're not about to take you to where you're trying to go. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to come in and sit behind somebody. You know what I mean? You're going to have to build them up. You're going to have to get them, they're going to have to get the experience in, man. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to, this is not a rebuilding situation with the Raiders. You don't spend the kind of money you spent on the team in rebuilding. You know what I'm saying? You bought a team that's here capable of winning right now. Every game we lost, with the exception of the last couple of games. Well, last game and like two or three games. Most of the games, let me be specific. The games that we lost after leading in the fourth quarter, all of those games that we won, if we flipped them over to wins, we would have probably about the second seed in the AFC playoff picture right now. You know what I'm saying? Even with the poor ass defense that we have, you know what I'm saying? We are at least a 2 seed in the AFC right now, if those were victories instead of losses. So having said that, You don't have a rebuilding situation. You have a team. You just have to learn how to finish games. You learn how to finish games, you're good. Carr wasn't the problem, as demonstrated that the Raiders have not won since Carr been gone. The last games that the Raiders have won, Carr was under center. You know what I'm saying? Stidham ain't won this nothing. He could have won the game, but hey, you know what I mean? The head coach don't want to win. He doesn't want to win. You know what I mean? He can't even be accountable. I done seen Derek Carr get up there and take the bullet for all kind of faults that went on with the Raiders. I haven't seen somebody ask Josh McDaniels a straight up question, man. Do you look at yourself and where do you see yourself at in regards to the problem? That man could not be accountable for none of his issues vaguely. Well, obviously something starts with me. No. We need more than that. We need you to really point out to understand that you know what you did to fuck this season up. You know what I'm saying? Because you fucked up worldly, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about appeasement here, man. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with dudes that are tired of that subpar ass. Don't nobody trust Ziegler. Ziegler, I'm on the fence with. I'm on the fence with him. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I mean. I don't know if he making the choices or if it's just McDaniels or a combination of them both though. But I like some of his signings, but depending on going ahead, it's going to tell me a whole lot about Ziegler, even though I know they both came from New England. But McDaniels, if I'm Ziegler, I'm telling McDaniels, look, man, you got to get your offensive coordinator. You calling the plays? No. You know what I'm saying? This is why Bill Belichick's system works so good, because Bill Belichick is a multifaceted-minded head coach. He knows offense and defense. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to delegate responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think all these bum-ass coaches that's up under him, you know what I'm saying, they come pluck all these coaches from up under him, then they go elsewhere? Can you think of one coach that came from up under Bill Belichick that went and got a head coaching job that's having success right now in the NFL? Because I can't. I can't think of Matt Patricia. He sucked ass. McDaniels, no. I mean, I can't think of no coach that came from up under Bill Belichick and went and got a head coaching job and had success. I can't think of none. I just can't think of any. You know what I'm saying? Can somebody, you know what I mean? Bill O'Brien? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, Bill O'Brien. Okay. Yeah. All right. But I mean, what happened to him? They managed to fuck over Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? That situation. But McDaniels have a winning team, man. He successfully put together a team that can be won with right now, man. And he completely fucked it off. You know what I'm saying? All of that, we had to know what Stidham looked like. You drafted Stidham, brought him over here from New England. You let him play the entire preseason. And if we want to include the reps that you seen him get in New England, you seen him, he played the entire preseason. You saw what he looked like with the first team. The games you put him in, do you know that the Raiders were still in? There are teams that are in the playoffs right now They are in the playoffs for no other reason than the Raiders lost. Had we won out, we would be in the playoffs right now. Who is it? I think it's the. Hold on, I have to look. It's a team. I think was it the Jets? It's somebody who had a record right hand in hand with us that are in the playoffs right now. That had we not lost those games, we would have had the tiebreaker over, and we would be in that spot instead. He didn't want to go to the playoffs, man. We got this. Look at the facts and not the hype. Dude did not want to go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, what do we do going ahead? What's next? You know, we spoke about, obviously we're going to have to get a new quarterback if we don't bring back Carr. Because as much as people writing Carr off, I mean, there's still a possibility. He's still under contract with the Raiders. He's still under contract. So there's still a possibility that, you know, if nothing else fails, I mean, you still have him. But we have to fill that in. You have to add some pieces to the offensive line. You have to add some depth to that defensive line. You have to add some depth to the corner. I mean, there's some holes to fill in. You know what I mean? Really in regards to depth. You know what I mean? I'm not too big of a Chandler Jones fan. I think if we go get rid of any player that we gave a lot of money to, it's probably Chandler Jones. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't see what value we got out of Chandler Jones this year. I don't see what we got out of Chandler Jones that we could not have gotten out of Yannick. You know what I'm saying? We can still have Chandler Jones and Yannick Ngakoue on this roster this year. Do you know how ugly that would have looked with Max Crosby on one side and Shell put Yannick or Chandler Jones at the DN, and one, you know, Chandler Jones' natural position was outside linebacker. You know what I'm saying? You know, and put Yannick at DN, and boy, who would have been able to block that? That's what I'm saying. You know, so I like if we can get Chase, go out there with Chase Young. I'm hearing people talking about Deron Payne. I like Edmonds from the Bills. I know Poyer is going to be open. I don't know Poyer, Bell, what's the other dude from Cincinnati, the safety? It's gonna be some studs out there, you know what I mean, on that defensive, you know. Then we got the 7th pick. I think in order for us to get Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers is under contract. No, is he? No, I think he might be a free agent. I don't know. I'm not certain. I had to look into that some more. But I think, yeah, I mean, I think if we keep our picks, we may very well get a defensive tackle. I think they're going to use that on defense, and they should use that on defense, unless C.J. Stroud or somebody fall to us. But if we go after a defense, we gonna know what we're going to get in the draft before the draft, because this quarterback situation is probably going to be answered. If the quarterback situation is not answered, that's a fact. If the quarterback situation is not answered by the time the draft comes around, if it is answered, then I think for certain we're going after defense and what our first pick. If it's not, I think they're probably looking at a quarterback. But they might have to trade that pick to get an Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? If we want to go after Aaron Rodgers. I mean, hell, I mean, I without question give up that pick, man, for Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? I give it that. You get you give Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. You give Green Bay. I give Green Bay Derek Carr in that first pick for Aaron Rodgers. For Aaron Rodgers and probably some money in you know what I'm saying, in return. Fair exchange. You know what I mean? I think that'll get that done. You know what I mean? But I think Aaron Rodgers may be a free agent though, man. I think if I was looking at his press conference correctly, I think he may be a free agent, man. I think. I'm not sure. I might have to look into that though. But so we're going to have to address that. It's mainly the defense. Our offensive problems. The only thing I say we need on offense is some depth on that line. Other than that, I think they pretty much figured out. You know what I'm saying? That offensive line that offensive line is not the problem. That offensive line has been, I'm talking about, it damn sure got Josh Jacobs, man, leading the NFL in rushing. They got Devontae Adams over 1,000 yards receiving. I mean, I'm presuming that Derek Carr still threw for probably over 3,000 yards. I'm presuming, you know what I'm saying? Say what you want to say about him, but you got to answer that quarterback problem, man. We cannot have a similar season next year that we had this year. We cannot do that. You have to figure that out this year, man. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You are going to have a melee, a fucking riot, man. If you blow next season, man. If 2023 come in and you fuck this up, if you're still here, McDaniels, ooh-wee. I just want to see if all these other content creators, man, I just see everybody want to shy away. Everybody was anointing Stidham, man. Everybody was anointing him, man, because he looked pretty good and still lost the game. Okay, yeah, come on now. That he looked it worse. He took a step back in this Kansas City game. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had tape on him. Nobody really knew what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? I know I done seen Derek Carr perform a whole lot better under pressure and tough situations, man, than Stidham now. You know, I'm not saying he's a bum, he's a slouch, but he's not better than Derek Carr. And if you're going to get rid of your starting quarterback, then you better be upgrading because your team is built to win right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't get rid of your quarterback and hope that you find something else out there on the market. That's just dumb. And anybody who suggests that is not, they're stupid. They stupid. They should not be commentating on sports. They should not be giving people. See, there are fans who just watch the game but really don't understand it. So they come on here and they watch us see what we have to say because we have the closer understanding to what's going on the field than what they know. So when they come on here and they listen to us give our commentary on what's happening with our sports teams, you know what I'm saying? They want to get the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear your bias or your opinion. They want to hear things as it is. So tell it as it is. Don't tell it how you want it or what it won't look like. Tell it as it is. So that way you can do them justice, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing people injustice to tell them you can bench your starter with a team that's built to win right now. You can bench your starter and hope that you're going to win with the backup. At a time when your team is still alive in a playoff hunt. Now, people probably slept on that. Had we won out, we'd be in the playoffs right now. There are teams I gotta go and look. When this is over with, I'm gonna go and look and verify to see who made it in the 7th and 8th seed. At least one of those teams we had the better record on. We had the tiebreak on. We went out. We are in there right now. You know how many opportunities we've had? Facts, bro. He didn't want to win. He didn't come into the season to win. Nobody want to blame McDaniels. Where's his accountability at? Somebody asked him, man, where do you see your role that you played in the failures of the season? He did not want. He went to everywhere else but to answer that question. Now we all saw Derek Carr stand in front of the fucking world in tears. I ain't never saw it, man. I felt for him. I was like, damn, what the fuck is those tears I'm seeing? What? But I felt him though. You know, Derek Carr, emotional dude though. I felt him though. I felt his genuineness though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that dude take the blame for a lot of shit, but nobody said, oh yeah, he didn't want to take. Man, I didn't see him do it all. I didn't see him do it for 9 years. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. A Raider to the core though. You know what I'm saying? So, moving ahead, man. We got to understand, he's still on the roster. For whatever we think about him, it's, you know what I mean? DC is still on the roster. He's still under contract with the Raiders. So, just like everybody thought Garoppolo, oh, he gone. He gone. Everybody swerving down, he was gone somewhere. Where's Garoppolo at? He's still with the 49ers right now. Because as the season got closer, inch closer, they realized that, damn, well, wait a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? We like Trey Lance, he cool and all, but, you know what I mean? Let's see what's happening. What happened? You know what I'm saying? Trey Lance got hurt. Who brought him back in there? Garoppolo. Okay. Derek Carr is in the same situation that Garoppolo was in, except that Derek Carr is more reliable than Garoppolo is. I'm talking about health-wise especially. You know what I'm saying? He don't miss too many games. I think he only missed, 2-3 games his whole 9 years being with the Raiders. So, Carr is in the same situation that Garoppolo was in. You know what I'm saying? So, don't count him out. You know what I'm saying? If they can't get, well, I don't think Tom Brady's the answer. Tom Brady is over the hill. What the fuck do you think Tom Brady is going to get you? You got Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. Which one are you trying to go after? I'm going after Aaron Rodgers all day. All day. Give me A-Rod all day, man. With DA. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams said he wants some say-so in whoever the next quarterback will be. So, I mean, I know he pushing. I know he's trying to get A-Rod with us, man. And I'm telling you, if we just so happen to get Aaron Rodgers, man, we are going to the fucking playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know how everybody used to say that, the knock on Carr is that if he don't like the head coach's play, why he didn't check out some of them bullshit ass plays on Audible. Now we know Aaron Rodgers do that for sure. I couldn't defend Carr on that, you know what I'm saying? But I did see Carr do a lot of audibles, but I don't think nobody. I know for certain that Aaron Rodgers gonna certainly do that for sure. So if we get Aaron Rodgers, man, we in the playoffs for sure. With the weapons, with his boy Devontae Adams back under there, he is washed. But I'm saying, you're right. Look at it this way. If you're going to move on from Derek Carr, right? With the team that they spent the money on, and you're going to move on from Derek Carr, who are you replacing him with? Because you bought a contender right now. So, who are you going to move on? You gotta upgrade. You can't do the same thing, or, you know what I'm saying, downgrade. You gotta upgrade if you want to get rid of Derek Carr. So if you look on the market, who is an upgrade? There's really only two I can think. Well, people saying Lamar Jackson. We're not getting Lamar Jackson out of your mind. We're not going to be able to afford no Lamar Jackson. You're going to give up an arm and leg for Lamar Jackson, and you're going to have to give up some weapons as well. You know what I'm saying? You're practically rebuilding if you get Lamar Jackson, because that's a whole different offensive system that you are installing. Define upgrade. Well, for someone who does all the things that people say that Derek Carr didn't do. They say he didn't run. They say he didn't audible. They say that he misreads. You know what I'm saying? He overthrows his receivers. Someone who's we wasn't, and you're right, we wasn't winning with Carr. You know what I'm saying? But Carr's not the reason we wasn't winning though. Or can you say that Carr's the reason that we lost a lot of them games because of Carr? I don't think we're in a position to win a lot of those games that we lost had we not had Carr. You know what I'm saying? So when you say define upgrade, you know what I mean? I would say Tom Brady. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If what's he say? What's he say? Tom Brady is an upgrade if you invest in that offensive line. If they can protect him. If they can't protect him, he's a downgrade because he ain't about to run nowhere. The only thing I know Tom Brady do good is the quarterback sneak. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why they don't implement that enough. On the other hand, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers can do so much shit. You know what I mean? We can talk about it with him, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's a definite upgrade. You know what I'm saying? To Carr. You know what I mean? Even though Carr is younger, you know what I mean? But just on decision making alone, he's a better decision maker than Carr. So if I'm going after one or the other, it's Aaron Rodgers, because Aaron Rodgers I can keep around longer. Tom Brady is good for one season. I don't think he was into Green Bay anymore. It's not football. I don't think he's into Green Bay. They don't invest in him. What did they go after, man? You know what I'm saying? They didn't get that man no weapons. You know what I'm saying? They didn't invest no weapons into him. They don't invest in their offensive line. They invested in their defense. Their defense got better, but you know what I'm saying? They didn't give him nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's in the Green Bay. I think that it's just something about the Raiders. When people come to the Raiders, man, you know what I'm saying? They show it. They show their ass. I'm talking about historically. Quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, just look at Rich Gannon, right? Rich Gannon was a journeyman, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a journeyman. He been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He come to the Raiders, man, and under the right coach in the right situation, man, look who he became. You know what I'm saying? We can name some other quarterbacks as well. Aaron Rodgers in silver and black, that's definitely working. With the weapons that he have, Devontae Adams, Renfro, Waller, how many people are surprised by what they saw in Mac Hollins this year? I'm not. I was pissed at McDaniels early in the year when you running fucking jet sweeps with Devontae Adams when you got Mac Hollins over there. How dumb is that? How fucking dumb is that? You know what I'm saying? That let me know right there that McDaniels he's not too bright. You know what I'm saying? So, but who do y'all think is a viable upgrade? I don't think we're getting Lamar Jackson, man. You're gonna have to give up too much to get Lamar Jackson. Drafting a quarterback is the only priority. if we go after one of these free agents, we're not drafting no quarterback. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because for one, Josh McDaniels thinks that Stidham is the future. He thinks Stidham is the future. You know what I'm saying? Clearly. You know what I mean? If CJ Stroud, think about what we spent. Think about what we did this past offseason. Think about all the money we spent and who we spent them on, what we did. And tell me, how does that equate into, when you get a new quarterback, you're in a rebuilding situation. Possibly, but if they bring in one of these quarterbacks, now, if we go after Lamar Jackson, I think for certain Darren Waller is a part of that package. I think Baltimore will certainly want to get back Darren Waller, knowing that we found the gem in something that they didn't. I think at this time they'll certainly want to put Darren Waller with Mark Andrews. You know what I'm saying? I think for certain that hell no, I don't believe in Stidham. Fuck no, I don't believe in Stidham. You know what I'm saying? You don't bench Carr. You don't bench Carr at a time when we're still alive in a playoff hunt. You don't bench Carr and put somebody in there. Well, you don't, you know what I mean? Say what you want to say about the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? But Carr didn't lose no games for us this year. He didn't lose no games for us this year. The defense lost some games for us this year, but Carr didn't lose no games for us this year. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't the problem. Josh McDaniels and his vanilla ass play calling was the problem. The defense led Baker Mayfield. Agreed. Completely agreed. They did. They did do that. But is that just on the defense, or is it coaching? You're going to put your rookie cornerback on an island by itself. On an island by itself in that situation. I don't too much disagree with that. You know what? If I was to bring in, if it was up to me, you know what? This is what I would have did. I would have either, for one, I would have kept Asashia. I would have kept Asashia for sure. I would have kept him in that staff. And I would either try to bring back Jack Del Rio, and I'm damn sure trying to talk to Rex Ryan and see if Rex Ryan want to come back into some coaching, man. The kind of defense that Rex Ryan has had, man, oh my Lord. That man, I'm talking about, I would have to inquire as to why ain't nobody talking to Rex Ryan, man. We brought back Rob Ryan. But what the hell did Rob Ryan do since he was what did Rob Ryan do for us? You know what I'm saying? What did Rob Ryan do? Now, to Graham's, if I'm going to play devil's advocate, Graham didn't have the kind of weapons that he needed to make his style of defense work. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Max Crosby, you know what I'm saying, Denzel Perryman when he's injured, when he's healthy. What's the youngster name who we moved from slot corner to damn, I don't know what's up with me in names tonight, but outside of maybe 2 or 3 people, man, I'm talking about regulars, you know what I mean? He really didn't have the pieces that he needs to really make that defense work like that. You know what I mean? So give it one more year. Now, I will live and die on this fact right here. Should we win those games that we lost, we're nothing less than maybe a 2 seed in the AFC playoff picture right now. You know what I'm saying? If we win those games that we lost going into the fourth quarter with the lead, we're definitely at least a 2 seed in a playoff picture right now. On the other hand, I mean, I don't see how we blew this motherfucking season, man. I swear, man. It's almost a crime. It's a crime to do the shit that we did. I'm talking about this is historic. This is historic failures right here, man. These are historic failures. You know what I mean? I just think the worst part of it is benching Carr and all the shit that they putting that dude through afterwards. The Raiders are known for their loyalty, man. We're known for how we treat our players. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a mystique about the silver and black, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a tradition. With me, it's personal with me, man, because you know, Gene Upshaw and his brother, you know, they're my first cousins they're my grandmother's first cousins, Gene Upshaw. And before the Raiders left Oakland the first time, you know, it was a whole economy built around the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? Just like how Green Bay is, it was just like that in Oakland with the Raiders. You know what I mean? You know, my family was doing all kind of shit surrounding the Raider organization. You know what I'm saying? So that's why everybody in my family that's into football, they're Raiders. You know what I'm saying? It hit different with me, man. When Rich Gannon went down, when we lost Rich Gannon, I'm talking about, man, that was a painful ass day, man. But between Rich Gannon and Derek Carr, how many damn bum ass quarterbacks did we go through? I'm talking about, they was trying to, remember they brought in Kerry Collins behind Rich Gannon because they said Rich Gannon they said Rich Gannon didn't like to throw the deep ball, and Kerry Collins was known for throwing the ball. So where did Rich Gannon start? Rich Gannon started launching that motherfucker that year. He started gunning that joint, man. But Kerry Collins didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? We went through at least 8 to 10 quarterbacks between Rich Gannon and Derek Carr. Then we get Derek Carr. Then we get 9 years of, we only had 2 playoff appearances, though. But do you blame that on Derek Carr? Can you blame something on Derek? Can you blame something on a quarterback that did not have no more than 1 season under the same head coach? Under the same head coach. That man never had 2 seasons with an offensive coordinator. His offensive coordinator is constantly, tell me a quarterback that would have did better. Switch Derek Carr for any other quarterback with the same circumstances that Derek Carr had, and tell me which quarterback would have did better than Derek Carr did under the circumstances that he had in the 9 years he been with the Raiders. I'll wait, because I can't think of nobody who would have did better than what Derek Carr did. They would have did equal or worse. No one would have certainly thrived, you know what I'm saying, under the shit that he's never had nothing better than a 31st ranked defense since he been in the NFL. Now, we know about how many games he's won for us in the fourth quarter. We know about that, right? But how many games did he put us in to win, but the defense lost for us? How many? I'll wait for that too. Because I don't hear none of these so-called professionals answering those questions. You know what I'm saying? They keep saying, well, it's just time to move on. When you move on, when you spend, the key here is the money that was spent. Every other team in the NFL, when you see them make these kind of plays, man, you know what I'm saying? You see them, they spinning to win, and they playing to win. right now. When the Rams go out and spin spree, what do? They go on a spinning spree, man, to win, to build a bully, even if it's just for that year. Then they build on it some more the next year. Think of the last 2 playoff runs we was on, man. In recent memory, we've been on 2 playoff runs. Once, the first one, Derek Carr got hurt. Then last year. It's one common thing that always happened with the Raiders after the year. The next year, we do what? We blow up the fucking roster. You blow up the fucking roster. You do the same shit. After that playoff run, didn't they fire Jack Del Rio? Didn't they fire him or let Gruden come in after that playoff run? Instead of just letting Jack Del Rio build on that? Okay, he did the same shit here. You had Gruden, who played whatever happened with him in that situation. You know what I'm saying? He get tricked out of his position. Everybody said, the season is over with. Why, this, that, and the third, right? What did Derek Carr do? He kept the team together. He willed them in. We went on a streak. We won out. Had an epic game against the Chargers. Willed ourselves into the playoffs. And if it wasn't for some fucked up play calling, probably would have went deeper into the playoffs. But nonetheless, we made it. You know what I'm saying? Derek Carr performed a lot better in the playoffs than people would have gave him credit for. Now, what happened? Afterwards, what do smart-ass Al Davis do again? He blow up the fucking roster, man. With the magic that Rich Bisaccia did, man, that man should have been given a Nobel Peace Prize, man. Because he did what no coach is in recent memory prior to him was capable of doing. With a put-together staff, you know what I'm saying, that any other team would have fucking fell apart. And what did Mark Davis manage to do? Blow up. Fuck it off. Blow up that roster. You bring in McDaniels, okay. You could have rebounded. With the kind of blow, he didn't just blow up the roster. He blew up goodwill. You know how many people were sour because Bisaccia is not head coach right now? You know how many people are sour about that? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so they made some moves that put us in position to be a contender this year. You bring in a coach that made the right moves, but his intentions wasn't there. Every other team is building on that. They giving their teams continuity. Now, these same people, and I'm talking about the content creators, because I'm not a professional, by the way. I'm just I'm a Raider, man. I love football. I'm a football fanatic. I'm a football addict, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think it's the best sport that God has ever allowed to be created. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a dying war Raider. Period. Through the fucking core. You know what I'm saying? I didn't call cases behind this fucking team. I am a pain in the ass Raider. Period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking my mind and giving my thoughts on this team that we love so much. Every other team seems to know what to do with these type of situations. They thrive. But our team doesn't. Everybody watching this, or has watched this, that's been watching the Raiders for at least the last 25 or 30 years, know like I know. If Al Davis was alive right now, the person that would be without a job right now, that would have been out of a job by week 7, would have been who? McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? After Al Davis spent the kind of money that he spent and got that kind of return, after Mark Daniels blew 3, after he would have blew his 3rd lead, Al Davis would have been fired his Can you say that again? He said, well, hold on, what did he say? He said, Al Davis would have fired him with a. You can say that again, man. He would have fired his ass so motherfucking quick, man. I'm telling you, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Mark Davis, man. He has a hard problem with accepting. I'm talking about, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is up with dude. And another thing, this vice president that they just hired, the sister, okay, cool and all that, but what kind of decision maker is she? Why are we seeing so much more of Mark Davis than we're seeing of her? What's her role in that? Where's her decision? Is her decision making footballs, or is it just, you know what I'm saying, the business side of it? You know what I'm saying? Because Amy Trask can talk some football. Amy Trask can talk some damn football, man. She can sit there and talk some X's and O's with you. I'm not saying that the sister can't, but I'm just saying Amy Trask, I mean, what's her role? Why are we seeing so much of Mark Davis? I thought Mark Davis hired her so he can probably kick back a little bit more. Hell yeah, she knew ball. You know what I'm saying? She knew ball. She knows football. You know what I'm saying? Amy can, yeah. Hell yeah, she can chop it up with that, about the X's and O's without question. So, we got to do better, man. We want to see what they do, man. We gonna see what they do. But if it's anything that I would like to see them do personally, I mean, for one, in a perfect world, if we want to give Josh McDaniels' system another year, I don't see how we don't get Derek Carr another year. The man has never had continuity. Now you finally give him a team with his best friend and some weapons around him. You know what I'm saying? A leading running back. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. Now you wanna dog him like that? No. That's not Raider like right there, man. No, that ain't no Raider shit right there. No. So I would give Carr another year too. Now, if he suck ass going into year 2, if he don't learn, if I ain't seeing no elevation from him, I'm talking about early. Within the first 4 or 5 weeks, bench his ass. Yeah, bench his ass. Because you've had at least a season and a half or more, you know what I'm saying, to get you got everything you've ever asked for now. You can't thrive under that. Sorry. Next man up. But I'm not getting rid of Carr right now. But if they do go, if this what they doing, yeah, keep Carr and draft the quarterback, right? But honestly, that's a possibility. Carr is still under contract with the Raiders. He's not gone. They just acting like he gone. He's still there. You know what I'm saying? But if this is what they're really doing, if this is reality and this is what they're really doing, I'm going after Aaron Rodgers, man. Now, how good would it look, man, to see Lamar Jackson, man, under center for the Raiders, man? I think that'd be something that my problem with Lamar Jackson is that the way he play, I don't know if I can count on. See, when you think about the Raiders, you know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think Lamar Jackson can stay healthy enough for a full season, man. I'm talking about in our division, man. You know, look, we got Bosa's, the Max. I'm talking about that man. I don't know. I would love to. I mean, he's a stud. But I'm concerned about his durability, and I'm concerned about the price tag that we'll be giving up in order to get him. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady is only good for 1 year with us. After we get him for that year, if we're not making a Super Bowl run next year, so if we sign Tom Brady, you know what that means? That means we're about to break the fucking bank. We're about to do exactly what the Rams did and what Tampa Bay did. We're about to add to whatever the fuck we got right now. We breaking the bank. We going over them luxury taxes and all of that. If we getting Tom Brady, that's what we're doing. Because that's saying you're going on a Super Bowl run. You ain't bringing him in no. He's a 1 year solution. Aaron Rodgers, on the other hand, I think Aaron Rodgers got at most 3 good years left in him. Okay, we got Waller for another 3 years. We got Devontae Adams for another 3 years. We got Renfro for another 3 years. You know what I'm saying? They you know what I mean? If they cash out Josh Jacobs like they should, we're gonna have him for at least 2 or 3 years. It's all relative. It all adds up. It's all in the same time frame. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking at those two, I'm going after Rodgers because I'm getting more bang for my buck. Tom Brady, you bring him in if you're aiming to win the Super Bowl next year. And that's not even a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen him have serious regressions, man, with his throwing. You know what I mean? But, okay, you want to bring him in for no other reason than that he's won Super Bowls with Josh McDaniels. What you're forgetting is that Bill Belichick was the head coach during those Super Bowl wins, and not Josh McDaniels. Bill Belichick was making the decisions, not Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, as head coach, has to focus on the offense and the defense. Now, Josh McDaniels bringing an offensive coordinator to call these plays with him, you know what I'm saying? Well, somebody brings someone in who's just focused on the offense, who knows? But Josh McDaniels wants to be the head coach and call all the offensive plays and focus on the defense and focus on he's not demonstrated that he can do that. Thank you to everyone who's joined my live. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. Share the live. You know what I mean? Subscribe to your guy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to this, and I'm very true to this, and I'm here to stay, man. I'm here to do this. You know what I'm saying? As long as God will allow for me to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be able to do it. I definitely talk Raiders. I definitely talk football, but community activism is my first love. It's what I do. You know, I am the founder of the Ghost Regime Network. I am Mike Ascari. You can catch my platforms, on Clubhouse. You can catch me on Instagram. You can catch me on Facebook. If you're looking at my page, I'm getting my content up there, but it's gonna be on. I'm an advocate for these youngsters, man. You know what I mean? My aim is to play my part and play my role in whatever I can to help give these youngsters some better thoughts into how to kill themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? From coast to coast. I'm trying to, my aim is to be a part of the solution to stop these youngsters from killing each other, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first love, but my love is also football. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be talking Raiders. You know what I mean? On this channel, I'm going to be probably talking about a little bit of everything, So this is just one of the few things I'm going to be doing with this channel, though. But back to football. What do y'all think we doing, though? What's your guess? What's the first move you think we doing? You know what I mean? What's the first re-signing? Who all do you think we about to re-sign? I seen Al say, keep Carr 1 year and draft a quarterback. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Even though I think Carr got a lot more years in him, I don't think. This is not what you do to you. This is not what you do to you. Do you see the demand for Carr right now? Everybody was talking about how much of a bum Carr is now. Some of these same motherfuckers is gearing up, about to get ready to give top dollar for that dude. They were just saying that because he was the Raiders. They don't like how he look with the Raiders, but they damn sure can see him in a system, though. Everybody always talk down about the Raiders, but they sure pick apart they sure grab our players. They want our players, though. So they tell you, we're a lot better. Everybody know that we got a squad, man. It's just that, bullshit coaching, man. But I've been on here about an hour now, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But thank y'all for y'all time, man. Leave a comment below. Give me some thoughts on what you think, man. Let me know what you think about, the year coming up. What you think we go do? What you think we should do? Also, if there's anything that you guys want to chop it up about, any topics you want me to touch upon, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'm going to have some days of interaction as well, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm going to go on a StreamYard, man, allow some guests to come up and speak. Any topics y'all want to build on, you know what I'm saying, on the activism side, let me know, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about positivity. Understand that respect is mandatory, man. You know what I'm saying? For men and women, we building, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, things didn't get fucked up in the streets overnight. It's not going to get right overnight. My prayers and my thoughts, blessings. May God bless those who have lost loved ones. My thoughts and prayers go out to those who are suffering from the bad weather that's going on right now. You know what I mean? It's this global warming thing. It's this global warming. You know what I mean? What's happening on that? It's all kind of things. My thoughts and prayers go out to anybody that's struggling right now, man. And keep your head up, man. You know what I mean? Stay prayerful. Visit your loved ones often that are in the graves, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell your loved ones that are still here often, man, that you love them. And let's figure out ways where we can build bridges. You know what I mean? The bridges that may be burnt, you know what I'm saying, can be repaired. You know what I'm saying? If you put that effort into doing it, though. You know what I'm saying? And for the youngsters, understand that just because somebody stepped on your toes by accident, it might have been an accident, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't require the uses of the gun, man, because it's a lot. There's a whole reality of decisions that happens after that trigger's pulled, and you can't change the results afterwards, and you don't want to know, you know what I'm saying, the reality after that. Trust me, I'm going to get into that, you know what I'm saying, on why, you know what I'm saying. I can tell you firsthand why you don't want that reality, man, you know what I'm saying. But nonetheless, one love to the Raider Nation. One love to all the fans. One love to the team. One love to all the subscribers. One love to all the listeners. One love to all the haters, for that matter. Happy year 2023. Mike Ascari, I'm up out of here, man. Salute.